Hi there and thanks for clicking on this new video, guys. Today we are here to check another of the amazing comparisons that you usually are able to see in this channel. What are we going to view today? Today we are going to check out a comparison between two massive games. They are selling both a lot on the PlayStation Store and everywhere else. And if you wonder which one is better to buy for this Christmas, here you have the reply. We are going to check Ark Survival Evolved and, of course, Final Fantasy 15. I just purchased Ark Survival Evolved and it's cool, it's definitely cool. It runs like magnificently on my PS4 Pro and well, but let's check out which one is the best one between the two. So, the two games are very different. One is a survival one and the other one is an open world JRPG. So let's start straight away from graphics. So, the graphics, it might be difficult to tell, especially from these trailers, but in my opinion, actually the graphics of Ark Survival Evolved work a lot better than the Final Fantasy ones, except for the computer graphic cutscenes. Everything else, to be honest with you, animals, grass, the plants, honestly it looks a lot better on Ark Survival Evolved. So the graphics wins their point on Ark Survival Evolved. I know that it sounds like incredible, but I assure you that the graphics of Ark Survival Evolved played on a PS4 Pro, they are stunning. You absolutely need to try it out. Apart from that, this point goes, of course, to Ark Survival Evolved. Let's talk about gameplay. Well, the gameplay is super fun in both of the games. Here really depends by your style of playing, your preferences, and so on and so on. Of course, as we said, they are totally different, two totally different games. They both give you like tons of hours of fun, but to be honest with you, if I need to think of the game I spent more hours on, I would definitely choose, in this case, Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy, even if it is not able to give you like something like a multiplayer or this kind of stuff, it will give you like so much things to look for around and so on and so on. Well, Ark Survival Evolved in this case is really close to it, but still, guys, I still think that Final Fantasy will give you a lot more emotions and a whole lot more. Well, apart from this, and for this point definitely goes to Ark Survival Evolved. This point definitely goes to Final Fantasy. Apart from that, let's talk about, of course, the single player story. Final Fantasy, of course, gets a point just for the fact that it has a story. Ark doesn't have much apart from the dossiers that you can find around. And of course, in this case, Ark Survival Evolved gets the point for the multiplayer, because the multiplayer, of course, is not available in Final Fantasy 15 at all. And well, so these are two more points that are given to both the products. Again, they are unbelievable, both of them. They are a great purchase, and apart from that, the game, you both feel really attached to both the games as well, guys, because, well, emotionally those four guys in Final Fantasy, they are amazing. They will create an amazing story around you, and on the other hand, in Ark Survival Evolved, all the dinos that you will be taming and so on and so on, you will basically end up feeling really emotionally attached to all of them, especially when they eventually die. But let's not talk about this, because this always happens. Anyway, this always happens. And okay, so let's check the optimization one. Optimization Ark totally sucks. Even if Final Fantasy 15 is not especially good for it, well, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Even if both are supposed to be really well optimized, Ark is still full of bugs. The dinos get stuck. I actually have a Megalodon, which is still stuck on a river, and that's so bloody annoying, because if you manage to tame a Megalodon, especially solo, you know how much it takes. How it takes way too much to tame one, way too much. So you would get pissed like it's unbelievable how it's terrible that those stupid things happen. Animals getting stuck. Yesterday I also have an error with the engrams. He told me that I have minus 65 engram. Guys, how come that I have minus 65 engrams if you can just purchase engrams depending on how much points do you have? No, the optimization totally kills Ark. So this is why, as a last point, because both the games were really amazing, for this one and for the fact that Final Fantasy is a complete product and is basically really more enjoyable than this Ark Survival 4. For this reason, if you are wondering which game you should buy between those two, I would suggest you totally go without any doubt for Final Fantasy 15. Ark is good, but honestly it needs some work, especially on the PS4, where well, we said about the multiplayer, right? But yeah, how come you cannot invite your friends in your custom matches, in your custom games? This makes no sense. Well, anyway, this was the result of the comparison. I hope you agree with me. In case you do, or in case you don't, just let me know why, leaving a comment below. And if you want to see any other suggestion, make sure to write me in the comments which one. And for everything else, of course, I will be there replying to all of you. I thank you for staying with me until here, and of course I wish you a great evening, and I'll see you shortly for another video. Have a great one then. Cheers.